The goal behind Lasan has always been to offer diners an alternative approach to Indian cooking. Now, when I say alternative, I don't mean to move away from its authenticity. Everything that we do is very authentic, more so than your mainstream curry restaurant. I mean, it's been a fantastic journey for us. We opened in April 2002, all very small team at that time, all young, eager, slightly naive to it, and but we knew what we wanted to achieve, and we've seen through time how we've become more and more bold with what we're doing. Our understanding of what we're actually trying to achieve and how we're achieving it has just become so much more cleaner and precise, and the techniques as well. Where as time's gone by, we've been able to adopt new techniques and bring it in, and we've been able to experiment. Lasan as a business, as a core team, we've got 30 of us, but peak periods that does go up. So we've got our core team, and then we've got our part-timers and all the support teams as well, and anywhere up to like 50 people we've employed. So, and the great thing about the business is we've been in a fortunate position where we've never ever, to this day, ever had to let anyone go because we can't afford to keep them. I think the UK's perception of Indian cuisine for quite a long period, so about a 30-year long period, remained quite stagnant, and that was it's nothing special. It is something, it's good hearty food, it's something that we all enjoy, but we don't necessarily respect it. We enjoy it, we admire it because it gives us this feeling of satisfaction after eating it, but we don't respect it as good cooking. And what's happened, I think, over the last decade or so, where people have educated themselves a bit more about food, and people are starting to look for authenticity, people are starting to understand what they're actually eating. The diners are eking out the places which are educating and giving them that education and allowing them to understand what real Indian food's all about. For me, cooking was quite natural. As a business, restaurants have been in our family for many generations, going back into the 50s. But for me, my journey with food started from a very young age, not only because you eat it, but I used to spend a lot of time with my mother. It's a bit of a mummy's boy, and I'd spend a lot of time in the kitchen with my mother. My mother was a homemaker, and that's where I started to learn traditional Bengali cooking. And the great thing about my mother, she had a very varied social network of friends, people from all parts of the Asian subcontinent. So we had various styles of cooking coming into our kitchen, so I was able to pick up and understand the differences between all the different styles and cultural differences from the Indian subcontinent, because they're not all the same. There's various languages, various cultures, various religions that make up this more or less a continent. Lasan, as a brand, we've expanded it to get involved in various other aspects of the hospitality industry. So we were involved in consultancy, so we've got our own consultancy arm, which was born from a lot of people looking at us, asking us for advice as to what they can do to achieve the level of success that we have. So from that, we decided to set up the consultancy. We've got other restaurants. We've got a lovely South Indian style cafe that we launched a few years back, and it's just been relaunched, which is just on the outskirts of the city. And then last year we launched an Argentine restaurant as well, and that once again just came from our love of good quality produce. We've got access to some fantastic produce here, some great beef, and having spent some time there, having friends in the business in the Argentine sector. As much as we'd love to have a chain of Lasans throughout the country, we have to respect it for what it is. And Lasan is made up of the people that are involved and the people who are here on a daily basis. And sadly, you can't replicate people. We've had so many offers of investment to move to various parts of the country, various parts of the world. But when we looked at it, we thought, we just can't do that because, we'll put our brand out there, but it's the people that do it. And it's because our style of cooking is so unique, it's not something that you can just put carbon copy and place it anywhere else. And our heart wouldn't allow us to do it.